Today we are using Prairie Street Prime's premium ground beef blend to make a basic stuffed cabbage that's great for any time of year, but especially for Passover. I kept this recipe basic on purpose so you can play around with it at home. So let's get started. First, this ground beef is a proprietary mixture of high-quality brisket, fat, and all things delicious. After all, Prairie Street Prime delivers the best no matter what the cut. In a medium mixing bowl, I'm going to combine my ground beef with a surprise ingredient, grated cauliflower. Rice along with other grains are not consumed during Passover, so this swap is not only necessary, but also adds nutrition and fiber to the dish without changing the flavor. An egg to help bind, and then season with coarse kosher salt and freshly ground black pepper. With clean hands, let's get in there. When you mix, you want to thoroughly combine the ingredients without overmixing. Overmixing just makes the meat tough. Next up, our cabbage leaves, the other star ingredient. I pre-blanched the cabbage and carefully separated the leaves. You can read all about that in the description below. I want them to be strong but malleable, so I need to carefully fix this thick stem. Using your paring knife, just gently shave down and remove the thickest part of the stem. See? Easy. Now, to make the rules. You want to start with a flat leaf, a good amount of ground beef mixture, and just work it into an oblong meatball, if you will. Place it at the stem's end, fold over one side of the leaf, roll it up nice and tightly, and then stuff the other end of the leaf down into the meat, gently but firmly. And then we just keep going. Flat leaf, oblong ball of meat, fold, roll, stuff, voila. So obviously we need something to cook these babies in, and a basic tomato sauce will do just the trick. I'm going to heat that over a medium heat and then add in a healthy dash of kosher extra virgin olive oil, some thinly sliced garlic. Now, I'm going to use whole peeled tomatoes because I like it chunky, but feel free to use puree if you prefer. Some dry kosher red wine, and then season with coarse kosher salt and some more freshly ground black pepper. Give it a mix and let it come to a gentle boil. You may want to break up the tomatoes a bit, but again, I like it chunky, but you do you. Ready for the stuffed cabbage. Gently nestle those little packages of goodness into the sauce. I'm putting them in open side down. Here's the deal. They shouldn't, but if they do start to balloon up a little bit, they will. Maybe sometimes, who knows. If they do start to balloon up while cooking, don't worry. Just tuck their little leaves under again and keep going on your merry way. Cover and let cook. And there we go. With every first order of Prairie Street Prime meat, you will receive a Prairie Street Prime meat thermometer, and it will become your best friend. Use it. To make sure these are cooked to perfection, I'm looking for an internal temperature of about 160 degrees Fahrenheit. Place it into the center of the cabbage roll, and perfecto. Let's taste. This one right here, this little fatty right here. Look at that, it's just beautiful and nice and tight, and they didn't fall apart while I was cooking them. Well, a little bit, but you saw how I took care of that. Oh my God, that's a big reveal. Ready for this? Look at that. So what's so nice about it is that the cauliflower, because we didn't pre-cook it or anything like that, totally kept its shape. And, from when I was testing this recipe, it's just gonna stay nice and subtle. Nice big old bite of some meat and cabbage. There we go. Come on. So flavorful, so simple, super lush. That meat is so tender from all that fat that we had worked in there. And you saw that I did not overwork it with my hands, so it's just nice and, dare I say, fluffy. So if you want to make this recipe for Passover, do it. Visit us at YouTube/Prairie Street Prime. You can find the entire recipe there in the description below. We will see you next week, Sunday, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, for more delicious, luxury, kosher meat. Subscribe to our channel now and set your notifications so you don't miss our latest recipes and chef-led tutorials. Then head over to prairiestreetprime.com to shop for your next big meal.